Good morning and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Scarborough on the North Yorkshire coast, just behind me. Scarborough is probably my all-time favourite seaside town. There's loads of reasons why, loads of personal reasons why I love it, and it's just an awesome seaside town. I haven't been to Scarborough for about 3 months now. The last time we came was in January, and I did do a video in January. And it was basically just like a winter walk around to see what was happening and see what was open in close season in Scarborough. We're now coming into the middle of May, and as you can see behind me, there's blue sky, sunshine. We're looking about 20 degrees temperature, and as I say, middle of May, so a very different season to the last time I was here. So I thought I'll come again today. Perfect day for a seaside walk, and I thought I'll bring you guys with me and let's go take a walk in Scarborough in May. So let's see if there's a lot of difference from January when I was last here. Okay, so we have started this walk at Oliver's Mount. You can see I'm just at the base of the monument here, which is a war monument. And look at the view. I thought I'd come up here and start the video just because I really wanted to show you this amazing view from Oliver's Mount. This has to be, I mean, a lot of this greenery, a lot of the trees and stuff could probably do with sort of being trimmed back a bit, just so you get a little bit more of the view of the town. It did used to obviously be not as high as that. All the trees were a lot lower than that, so you got a better view, but you can still get an absolutely incredible view of Scarborough from Oliver's Mount here. And you can just see the little harbour there. You can see the castle on the cliff. You can see the Grand Hotel. You can see all the beach there and the whole town pretty much of Scarborough. And I just did want to come up here and start the video here. We will head back down, and I will park up near the Royal Hotel, which was featured in the TV show, the ITV show The Royal. So I will park around that area and then probably walk through the Italian Gardens area and head down toward the seafront and just see what's happening. But let's look at that. You can basically see the whole of Scarborough there. You can see in the distance there, you can just see like the little white sort of tenty things on the front there. That is the Sea Life Centre, and it's just a perfect day. Clear sky, pure blue, sunshine, nice temperature. I'm in a t-shirt. Awesome day for a little seaside walk, and especially my favourite seaside town, Scarborough. So I will go down there and we will sort of walk along the little curve into the harbour there and see all the amusements and see the fish and chip shops and the ice cream shops, and just see how busy it is in the middle of May compared to our last visit in January. Okay, so we're leaving Oliver's Mount now. I do just want to point out that there is a little cafe just at the bottom there on the corner, and there's obviously all free parking to have a little visit into Oliver's Mount down here. There's no restrictions on these roads, obviously just don't block it from both sides. Everyone just pick a side and you can park up, and you're able to just pop up here and experience that view, or pay your respects at the actual memorial. But that is just awesome, awesome view. So we'll head down into Scarborough now, and I will pick you back up then. So now we are down at the Royal Hotel, which is just behind me there. That is the building that was used for all the exterior shots on the TV show The Royal, which is a spin-off from Heartbeat on ITV quite a few years ago now. But that was all the external shots were just outside here with that as the backdrop, and that was portraying the actual Royal Hospital, which the whole TV series was set at. So we've come back down to this bit now. So that's the Royal. There is loads and loads at this end of Scarborough. There's loads and loads of free parking just on the side of the road here, and then all down the side streets as well. There's never really any problem finding somewhere. You might just have to, when it gets busier through the summer months, you might just have to travel a little bit further afield The further down you get, the easier it is to get a space. It does become a disc zone when you get a little bit further down there, but not for a little bit yet. So there is plenty of free on-road parking around this area. And we've come to the little clock tower. So at this end of Scarborough, I'm going to go down there and take a little walk through the Italian gardens. This is the putting green, and we'll have a look past the spa and go on to the seafront itself. I just wanted to show this side of Scarborough because this is a really pretty, not necessarily well-known part of Scarborough for people who come from outside of town anyway, but it's really nice part to come and visit. If you're coming for longer than a day, it's 100% worth coming to this end as well and just seeing the sort of quieter, more prettier end of Scarborough as opposed to the more commercial sort of arcadey and fish and chip shop end the other side. So this is the clock tower. As I said, we'll head down these steps, go past the putting green, and we'll go into the Italian gardens. And this is the South Cliff Gardens. I'll head down here just so you can see the view from this end as well, and then we'll head down the little windy path into the Italian gardens. As I say, this is a putting green, but I never seem to see anybody putting on it. I don't know if it's not really used anymore. There is a little hut there where you're able to rent the equipment that you might need if you was going to use it. And this leads down to the Italian gardens. It's a really nice day today. I don't think I've ever even been down that bit, to be honest. All this bit down this side I don't tend to really visit so often. I'll come up here and go through the Italian gardens and walk past the spa and go into Scarborough itself down there, but I don't think I can ever recall being down there. There's a load of rock pools out there that'd be good for crabbing if you bring the kids and some crabbing buckets. I bet it's really good in there. Let's head down this way and I'll show you the Italian gardens with all the flowers in bloom. It looks really nice. I think there is steps you can access it as well, but then there's also an accessible route here as well, just with a windy path. But I think this is probably the sort of side to Scarborough that a lot of people don't usually see. If people come from outside of town for a day out with the kids to the seaside, they'll sort of completely ignore all this bit. And it is like a sunken garden with just a lot of peace and really pretty flowers. There's a lot of benches to sit down. I'll just quickly show you this, and I'm going to spend a few minutes sat here, and then we will carry on. I just wanted to show you how nice the flowers are, and we might head that way and go through the little walkway along the hilltop there.
Yeah, really hot. Yeah. It's just these tiny bite-sized chunks. It's not too.
So there is a lot of benches up there as well, all facing out toward the garden. So I'll just pop up here and show you the view that you get if you come and have a little sit down here. There you go, so this is the Italian Gardens. I'll pick you back up when I've had a little sit down here. Okay, so I've spent a few minutes at the Italian Gardens there. Just wanted to have a sit down. It's quite a special place for me. It was my mum and dad's favourite place to be. So I just had a moment there. And we're going to head out now toward the front, toward like the main touristy areas, but I thought we'll go through this bit just so you can have a look at what's at this end. It's just a nice little walk. That Italian Gardens, there is a lot of benches, as you saw. There's a lot of seats for you to just go and sit down. So peaceful. You can hear the birds chirping, especially on a day like this. It's just really nice. You're shielded from any sort of outside world when you're in that little bit there. It's like a little sunken piece of heaven, for me anyway. You can hear the water, you can hear like the tide gently, and you can enjoy all the butterflies and the birds and the nice flowers, and it's just a nice place to go and spend a bit of time, for me anyway. Okay, so we're now just going to take this little trail, this little walk through the wooded area toward the Clock Cafe, and then we will head down into the main bit, the bit that you probably always think of when you think of Scarborough. You'll think of the arcades, the harbour, the castle, and the fish and chips and ice cream. But to be honest, if I could choose to spend a day at this end of Scarborough or a day at that end, and only one, I would choose this end. I think there is a little park somewhere down there as well, like a little children's play area that's fairly new, somewhere down there. If I can find it, I will try and show you that, but I've never really been to that because I think it's fairly recently built. And we've just not really had the chance to go down there yet. But this is just such a nice little walk through the hilltop gardens here. And as I say, it holds a lot of sentimental value, this place, to me. Italian Gardens is where my mum and dad used to, they're not with us anymore unfortunately, but that's where they used to go all the time and sit and just enjoy the view, the location and each other's company. And they used to go to the Flag Cafe as well down here a lot. So I'll head down the steps here. You have to forgive me if I take the wrong route. I'm not 100% familiar with the whole route in this area, but I think I get the gist of it. I don't think it's too difficult to navigate if you just head in one direction. I might go up and down a few sets of steps, but so be it. There is accessible routes as well, it's not just steps. And there's the Flag Cafe, you can just see that. Not sure if it's open, we will see. And then you can walk sort of along the spa, I believe. You might have to walk up some steps to go over the spa roof, but I think you might be able to then just walk straight down there and onto the front, which is the route I will opt for if I'm able to do so, just because I've already done the one up there with you guys in January. Oh yeah, the Flag Cafe is open, all the tables are outside. I think I might have missed the park area, the little play area, unless it's down here. It might be down here. This looks like it's got kids in trees. That's a promising sign for a play area, right? Oh yeah, it's like a climbing sort of bit. And there's a slide. We'll have to come back with Albie. Albie loves his parks and play areas, and he's never really seen any of this. perfect location for slides. You just stick them on a hill. And there's like a little assault course there, look. Oh, this is nice. Little sand pit there. And some tables and chairs. Are these little rentable huts as well? Oh no, these are toilets, that's okay. They're toilets. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing them before, and I think it was closed at the time, but I did show them before. And then there's the Flag Cafe. I will go down just to see if there is, I think there is a tram stop at the bottom here, and you are able to get the tram back up. I'm unsure whether we can just do a straight walk all the way along, but I will try it and take you with me, so we'll find out together. So this was a good spot to get a cup of tea and a scone, according to my mum and dad. It's very popular, there's a lot of people out there, you get a lot of nice tables and chairs overlooking this. I don't think it gets much better than that. Right, let's head down the stairs, look, and see where this takes us. As I say, when I used to come, I used to get the tram, the little hilltop tram, up with my folks, because they was unable to do well, my dad in particular was unable to do the steps. He had chronic COPD, so he was unable to do long walks, especially up steps. So he was never able to come down here unless he used the little tram on the hilltop there. But this will take us all the way around. We'll go past. We're not going to go into the town centre, I don't think, today. I think I will just stick to the sort of seafront walk from where we are, or where we started. I'll walk all the way along the front, taking in all the arcades and the shops and fish and chip shops and things. We'll head into the harbour. We'll see if the fun fair, Luna Park, is fully open and got all the rides and attractions there ready. And I will probably head up the castle walk just to give you the views of Scarborough from this side, and then we'll end the video up there. So probably be about another half an hour, 40 minutes or so just to walk along there. And we'll check out if Scarborough's summer ready. I can see the big wheels fully built. I think that was getting built. I can't recall, to be honest, if it was getting built or if it wasn't even there at all in January. I did visit quite a lot of seaside towns through sort of January, February, March, just to see how they get on through the winter months, through the closed months. So it just sort of blend into one a lot of the time. But now we're going through the spa area. Look at that. Just so nice when you just see the blue sky. Look at the view that way as well. Okay, let's keep on walking. While we're walking, and I've not got anything else to say, I will just say thank you so much for joining me. If you do enjoy the video, please do pop a like on it. Don't forget to click that subscribe button for more content like this, and comment down below if you've been to Scarborough. Comment down below if you've never been and it's somewhere you'd want to go. Let me know your thoughts and your experiences of this awesome, cute, like so amazing little seaside town. I think it is a gem on the North Yorkshire coast. There is a lot of gems. It's diamond encrusted, the North Yorkshire coast, with regards to seaside towns. There's a load of really nice ones. But just I think probably for personal reasons, this one sort of pips it for me. This is the top of the table for seaside towns in the UK. And that's the spa, Scarborough Spa. I think I will take you down just to have a look at the little car park, because there used to be an aquarium in Scarborough many decades ago, and it's now been changed into like a car park, but they do still have a sort of tribute to its old use, which was the aquarium. So we'll take a look down there and have a little nosy. I think it is just below us somewhere. There is some restaurants and things along the spa front there, and then there's some shops like gift shops and things selling your normal gift shop seaside items like fridge magnets and flip-flops and balls and hats. That's your typical seaside gift shop. Fridge magnets, flip-flops, balls and hats. But you'll get many other things in there as well, but okay, so we're coming up now to the roundabout. There is parking down here, but it is paid parking. And then there is a bus stop here as well. This is where the bus turns around and goes back along the Scarborough seafront. The open top bus, the little seasider. So on a nice day like this, you get your ticket. I do believe as well, I don't know if it's still the case, but last time we used it, you just bought a ticket and it lasted you all day. You could ride on the bus all day, up and down the front, as often as you like. And I think a few years ago, it was about £7 or £8 for a ticket. A day ticket, £4. So less than I thought. A day ticket for £4. Single ticket is £3. So you may as well get the day ticket if you're going to use it twice or more. That big open beach there. There is on occasion as well a beach artist that comes down here because of how nice and clear and flat the sand is, and there's a big vast area of it that's very sort of canvas like for art. It's very art friendly. There is a beach artist that comes down and does some really awesome sort of pieces of art on this sand. For various events. I think there was one for Mother's Day a few weeks back, and maybe VE Day. There might have been one for VE Day, but I've seen several different sort of awesome pieces of art, and you get a good view of it from the bridge just going up near the Grand Hotel there on the corner. It's the Grand Hotel. So I think we'll go down the ramp there that you can just see in front of us, and I think that should take us to the mural in the car park entrance. The mural to the old aquarium. I think, to be honest as well, I might be wrong, but I think I've only ever seen it on video. I can't ever remember seeing it in real life. So it'll be interesting for me to see that as well. As I say, we don't sort of do this bit. We do the bit that I've just been to, the Italian Gardens. We do that sort of section, and then I'd usually drive down, or we'd walk along the top of the hill there, top of the cliff, into town centre and go down. But then we miss all of this sort of section of Scarborough. We go along the front there, along that bridge, to the Grand Hotel there, and then we tend to just go down at the big wheel and then head that way. So we neglect this part of it, so it'll be interesting to see it today. That's the Grand Hotel. It gets a lot of bad rep, that. A lot of people do call it the worst hotel in the UK. I don't know if TripAdvisor could substantiate that claim. I think it has got quite a lot of bad reviews. But as I said before on the other video, in its defence, I have stayed several times before and I've always found it absolutely fine, like no problem whatsoever. You get what you pay for. You've got to manage your expectations. If you're paying £40 for a night for two of you, with that view in that location, then you've got to expect what to get for £40. Manage your expectations, guys. Okay, so then this leads us down. We will be staying at the Grand Hotel, I think, as well. In the next sort of couple of months, we do plan to come with the kids because they've really wanted to stay for quite some time. I did look on it the other day, actually, for several dates throughout the year, and it kept saying not available, not available. So I don't know if there was a problem with the website or not, but it didn't matter what date I put in or how long for, it just said not available, not available. And I went as far as like October, so I don't think it's busy. Okay, so this is the little walkway through to the car park from the seafront. So as you can see, it's all themed to the old aquarium, and there's even music playing. That's really cool. No, 100% definitely haven't seen this before. Look at that. And it's like aquarium type music, like relaxing sort of chill out music. And then that's how you get to the car park, look. That's the car park, underground. Never parked in there. As I say, I'm a stingy tight parker. I try not to pay for parking. Let's have a look at this, and we'll head back out onto the front and walk along the front. But this is cool. So is that the car park as well there? And this leads you out probably on the other side of the road. Let's see where this leads us. Is this where we want to be? Yes. So we've just gone under the little bowl there. You can see that. You can see the insides of where we was from the bridge. When you're walking along the bridge, you can look down and see all the mural to the aquarium in that little round bit. But that, yeah, that was an aquarium back in the day. So we've made it to the Grand Hotel, and we'll walk along all the way to Luna Park and the Castle Walk. We'll see how busy the beach is, we'll see how busy the fish and chip shops are. I might end up grabbing some food, we'll have to see. I'm getting a little bit hungry now. It is gone dinner time. Let's see what time it is. It is 12:15. So is it dinner time now? So I may grab some lunch from a fish and chip shop. We'll have to see. Depends how long it takes me to actually get to the Castle Walk. I don't plan on doing too many stops. I just want to show you everything that's open, see if there's anything new. And just see how busy it is. As I say, it's the middle of May, or coming up to the middle of May. It is a Monday, but it is a glorious day here at Scarborough. And I think even when I came on a Monday in January, when it was pretty cold, it was still fairly busy. I wouldn't say it was packed. I wouldn't say it was busy, but it was busier than I expected it to be for the time of month and for the weather that we had. So there was still quite a lot of people about even then. This is the tram, look. First tram at 9:30, last tram at 5:45. And it's £2.60 return and £1.50 single. This is the first arcade. This is the massive one that goes up 2 floors or 3 floors. 3 floors. Let's have a little nosy in. The escalator's not working, but there is a set of stairs at the side. go upstairs and have a little nosy, just because it's been quite a while since I've been up there, if it's open. I think there is a lot more to do as well on the next floor up. See if we can get up to the next one. So this is just more arcades. There is, oh, that's new. Whatever this is, the prize shop. So they've moved the prize shop over here now, and it looks like it's much bigger. Oh yeah, look at that, a properly massive dedicated sort of prize shop. That's cool, that's new. Wow, so that's much bigger and brighter than it was before. So that is brand new. And then these are £1, these are like little Astro sort of spinners. The prize shop used to be there, it was just a little bit on the back wall there, but I think they're obviously focusing more on tickets and prizes, which, as I said before, is where the money is for these arcades, and to be honest, where more excitement is for kids as well. So we'll head up here and show you the bar and the bowling, and I think there's interactive darts up here as well. There is. Oh yeah. So interactive darts, look. There's pool tables, air hockey. It's pretty cool. It's really good. And then we'll have a little look at the bowling. There's a bar there as well. So this looks like it's quite new as well. This looks like it's been refurbished. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember it looking like this the last time we came a few years back. Restrooms, and then there's bowling. It's like full-size bowling alley. And then a bar there as well, and loads of nice seating areas, foosball table, 20p to have a pee. Yeah, this is cool. I'm massively impressed with that. That's pretty awesome. So we'll head down the stairs and keep on walking. I'm glad I came in now just to have a good look at this. I think we did see it before, but I didn't think it was anything like this. Honestly, it was nothing like this the last time we came. And that prize shop is a massive improvement. So bright and airy, loads more choice than there was before. So we'll head downstairs, head out. And then carry on. Okay, head back outside then. I do love Scarborough. Scarborough's a really awesome place. I'll carry on walking this side just for a little bit so I can show you the big wheel and the adventure golf on this side, and the arcade and things. I might pop over and have a little look at the beach and just see how busy it is. I might even step foot on the beach just so I can say that I have. I do like to have a little walk on the sand. Visit a day at the seaside if you've not actually physically been on the beach. Okay, so big wheels going round. As I say, on the last video that I did in January, we didn't do all the sort of Italian gardens area in that side, so we did kind of go into the town centre just to show you that and see the shops and things, but I don't think that's much different, to be honest. I did show on the January video that the Brunswick shopping centre was almost empty. There was loads and loads of empty units all boarded up and closed off, and I wondered why. I was quite shocked at that, but some viewers have given me the information on that and said that it's going to be developed into a entertainment complex, including a multi-screen cinema. So that is still ongoing. That's not actually been completed yet, but if I took you up into the town centre, you'd see it probably still in the same state as it was in January. So I'm going to skip that part today, and I might do that on the next one. I think we're going to come back again. The next time I'll bring you guys back into Scarborough will be probably the height of summer, for a final comparison to January and obviously to today in May. But I think we'll probably come in August, summer holidays, and see just how crazy busy it gets in the summer. There is more arcades. Look, Coney Island. I'm not going to walk into every arcade. Shall we, I think I'll cross over and have a little walk along the beach now. There's a spot in the road I can cross. And look at that, there's people with deck chairs on the beach. Look at that view, there's people paddling in the water. There's nobody brave enough to get right in like there was at Hornsey at the weekend. However, I don't think it's quite as warm as it was at the weekend. Well, it feels it might be. But there is a lot of people on the beach. Look, you can rent a deck chair for £4 and a deposit of £1. But there is, as I say, people in the water there. It's like postcardish, look. It's picture perfect with that sky and that view. And you've got all the little gift shops and things back there, coffee house, more arcades. The Papa's Fish and Chips is still there. It's one of the very few Papas that are still around. I do like a Papa's Fish and Chips, that's where I would usually go. We'll see, I may do on the way back. I'm going to take us all the way to the Castle Walk first, and then I might, if I do pick up some food on the way back, I will pop that in at the end of this vlog. But they've definitely started to get ready for summer. Look, they've got all these things up on this boardwalk here. They've got the trampolines, or the trampoline ropes, and they've got the, what I think will be the water walkers, the big inflatable balls that you can climb inside and roll around on a body of water. It's not very busy at Papa's. There is Terra Tower there as well. That looks like it's getting a fresh lick of paint. Never done that. Oh, I have done that actually. I did do it when about 25 years ago. So it's probably very different then. I don't know what horrors there were 25 years ago. Probably a lot different to the horrors that there are now. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's the exact same. Might have to take the kids in to have a little go on that in the summertime. You can see the glistening on the water. Silver Dollar and Henry Marshall's. Two really old arcades there, old amusements. And the famous Harbour Bar ice cream. I think we'll cross here. Oh no, we won't. I'll keep on going now just so I can show you the harbour a bit. And I always make the funny joke, or maybe not so funny, about Mick Grimes being so shellfish. I always say I don't want to go there because he's so shellfish. He's a shellfish man. Oh God. Anyway, there's public toilets down here that you do have to pay for. I'll show you down here just because I didn't last time because it was cold and miserable and there was no point. So with it being nicer today, I will show you. They are paid for toilets down there. And as I say, this is a pay and display car park. I'll just give you a quick heads up to the costs. Check on the machine. And this is obviously an operating sort of fisherman's harbour. So if you go up there, I do believe you can see people working. Okay, so this is the West Pier long stay car park, and that's the monetary information. $11.90 for 24 hours. But it's quite often very, very busy here. I think there's people actually just pulled up waiting for spots, look. So if you're coming in the summer, you might be driving around a while before you can actually spot a space. Let's have a look. Just wanted to have a little nosy on this. On this west pier. Don't come down here very often. I think we did come down here before quite a few years ago. Go up there and have a look, and we could look over and there was people crabbing, like actual proper fishermen getting the crabs out of these. And some of them were huge. The crabs, not the people. The people were all standard size. The crabs were massive. There is a cafe up there as well. Lookout Cafe. So I'll take a little nosy onto the beach from this end, and then we'll head back out and keep on walking. It's just the sort of place you could just come and walk up and down the front. It's just idyllic and just amazing. Look. Okay, so let's keep on going, guys. I don't know why everybody just refers to everybody who watches anything on YouTube as guys. I do find it quite cringy, but I just can't help it. I don't know what to say. Some people say viewers, some people say, like Macmaster would call you friends, but I don't know how to refer to you other than guys. So if it annoys you as much as it probably annoys me, I do apologise. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we'll go back now across the road and carry on from that side. I think the pirate ship's on its way in, because he said 15 minutes, and the pirate ship will be on its way back out. Cross over, have a look at the harbour bar. I want to see if there's any new flavours of ice cream. I think the last new flavours I remember was the raspberry and bubblegum. They're the most recent additions, and they are years old, but I guess there's only so many flavours you can do. Orange twist, bubblegum. This is really famous, like soft serve ice cream. When you come to Scarborough in the summer, there's a massive queue here. This queue can go all the way down round that corner. There is a seating inside area as well. You get Knickerbocker glories and Coke floats and things. John Bull. I think there was a couple of John Bull shops on this front, and they both sell very similar things, mostly rock and sweets, chocolate, nougat, and mugs and magnets and things like that. Just saw a sign there, it says all Scarborough seafront car parks after 6 PM, regardless of the time of year or day, is free to park. So if you come in and you're staying over and you want to come down here on an evening for some dinner or just a nice summer evening walk, even in the summer, at 6 o'clock it can be absolutely heaving down here, and bright sunshine and hot sunny day at 6 and later. So if you come in after 6 o'clock, you can park in the car parks for free. The one I've just seen on the front there in the harbour. There's also another one just to the left, which I'll show you the road to in a sec, and you can park there for free, no charge, after 6 PM. This is the Welcome Inn. This is a cafe that, again, my mum and dad was very fond of. They sort of stuck to the same routine every time they came to Scarborough, which was a lot, you know, 10 to 15 times a year at least. And they always went in there for food. There's a lot of nice seafront bars all the way along here, and they've got some really nice architecture as well, like really old-fashioned brickwork, and really nice to see. The Golden Ball, that's a really old-fashioned building as well. That's the other car park I was talking about. So if you take a left down here at Sea Bay, that's the council-owned car park, which is free after 6, but not before. So be prepared to pay the prices I just showed you. Okay, so we're going to head down to Luna Park. I'll have a little walk around Luna Park just to show you what's there, because the last time I came there was nothing there. So we'll see. I know I did see the Miami ride that was just going around then, so that is definitely operational. I would have thought by the middle of May everything is operational. Everything should be up and running now. They shouldn't have anything closed for off-season in the middle of May. That's why I thought it would be a good day to come, a good time to come and do an update on this Scarborough, what's happening in Scarborough series. I did say that I would in the January video. I did say that I would do further updates in different seasons, different times of the year, just so we can see the differences as we're going through the year. There's a few food stalls that are closed though. I'm assuming they would have been open at weekends, but with it being term time Monday, I guess they've decided not to. So we'll head down here. I'll go through Luna Park, see what rides are there, see if there's anything new, and then head up to the Castle Walk, get some good views of Scarborough Bay from this side, and then we will finish the vlog. I do feel much better today than I did feel the last time I came to Scarborough as well, because I was suffering from long COVID for quite a few months. Still not 100% better, but now the weather's turned and it's not as cold and breezy. I do feel much better. Still not great at running. I used to be able to run miles and miles. If I run now for a minute, I'm out of breath for 10. So it's not a good thing, but I do plan on trying to get my fitness back up at some point pretty soon. So I'm probably going to run the London Marathon next year, you know, something like that, something easy. Funny I should say that, look. Race for Life event on the 21st of May. Shall I sign up for it? Do you think I'd be okay by the 21st of May? I lost concentration then. I've just walked all the way around as if I was going up to the castle now, but I'm going to head across the road. There is some loud music playing, so this might be sort of a lot of cutting and skipping bits, but I will keep on talking as much as I can and try and use as much footage as I can. It's just they do play really loud pop music and copyrightable music that gets picked up quite easily the second I stop talking. So I'll have a quick nosy round and we'll see. I don't think there's anything new. It looks like it's all the same rides that was there last summer, because we did come last summer. There's a little bit of Queen playing. Don't do this to me, Freddie, you've done it before. Okay, so there's a jumping frog, look. There's a little kiddie ride, a little kiddie racerama. A cyclone, which is a sizzler type of ride. A little car ride for the little kiddies as well. A carousel type ride, and a Miami, that's the exposure. And then inside this little building here, there is the Dodgems, the bumper cars. And then there's a little teacups ride as well for the little kiddies. So, Dodgems and teacups. And there's little coin operated, I think, bikes. Yeah, £2 per go on those. So that is Luna Park. If anyone's interested in doing a few little rides, not loads, but there's 3 or 4. There's the Dodgems, like I said, the Miami, the Sizzler and the Jumping Frogs. This is the credits per ride, should you want to buy a top-up card and put credits on. And you just use the self-service machines over there inside the building, the Dodgems building, to top up your card. I think there is a £1 charge for the card the first time if you need the card. If you've already got one from a previous visit, then you don't have to pay for that. You just put your card in and load it up with whatever credits you want for the ride you want to do. So I'll have a look down here and then we'll head up there just to get a couple of good views from up there. So this is the little pier you can walk down. So again, there's going to be a lot of Freddie Mercury in the background, which I might have to cut. Look at the glisten on the water. So now we're up on the pier. I'm saying it again in case I have to cut what's down there because of Queen blaring out from the speakers in the Luna Park. We've just come up onto the pier that's just next to Luna Park. And I just wanted to show you what it's about. So that's all the boats in the little harbour, look. No water though. Boats without water equals not good. But then there's loads of rocks as well. I wouldn't suggest climbing on these, but kids probably do. But it looks like it'd be quite dangerous. But there's all this, you can walk all the way around to the bottom there, and there's all this flat ground here you can just sit out on like these guys have and enjoy the sun. You can walk all the way down here. I think in off-peak season, all these cars all the way down there, I think from like whatever it is, maybe October, November to March, you can park there for free, but there is restrictions. You do have to pay when it's peak season. So I think it's about April, end of March maybe, or Good Friday to October, you do have to pay. I think that is included in the free parking after 6 though, so anytime after 6 you are able to park along there, and that takes you all the way around to the other side of Scarborough, where there's restaurants, there's the Alpamar Water Park, the Sea Life Centre, and there's the P-Zone Park and the Open Air Theatre as well. That's all the other side there. It's a bit of a walk. You're probably walking for about 15-20 minutes at least to get there, but you can drive there in a few minutes. Okay, so now all we need to do really is go up to the little viewpoint at the Castle Walk there. We've done the full walk along the front, seeing how busy it is, seeing what's going on the beach, seeing in the arcade where there was a couple of new bits which I was massively impressed with. Definitely need to go and spend more time there in the summer with the kids and sort of do some activities and things, do the bowling and the interactive darts. But in the meantime, we're going to go up there to the cliff and get some good views of Scarborough. So let's head up. I did walk this way just to get away from the music so I could do this little piece to you. There was some Sophie Ellis-Bextor playing out really loud, and I don't want to get copyrighted by Sophie. Anybody but Sophie. So we've walked, look, from the scaffolding building there, that's where Luna Park is, just the other side, and we've just walked down here. So we're now at the edge of the castle ruins, and this is the car park that I was telling you about. Like, it's not a car park, it's like basically a roadside all the way down where you can park at the side. Then it says Monday to Sunday 9 until 6 you have to pay, and then anytime after 6 it's free, and also anytime after Halloween until the 1st of March you're able to park here for free as well. So it's a good spot to come down. If you can't get on the actual front, just come down here a little bit, try and find the closest space this end that you can, and then it is just a little walk. And especially if you're going up to the castle, you're already closer to the castle than you would be if you parked along the actual seafront down there where the arcades are and things. So this is all North Bay, and North Bay is where, like I said, the Sea Life Centre is, the P-Zone Park, Alpamar Water Park, and the Open Air Theatre where Will Smith is coming. Getting jiggy with it. So yeah, Will Smith is coming to Scarborough in August. The Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, is coming to Scarborough Open Air Theatre in August. I was able to get through and get tickets. I got to the point where it was just about confirmation, putting card details in to pay, because me and Kerry was gonna go see Will Smith, and then I realised, hang on, the date is the first day of our holiday in August, so we probably won't be in the country. We haven't got anything booked yet for August, but we do have a week off arranged that is completely free of any other commitments, so we have made it that way so we're able to book something at any point. So I think we're probably going to head into Europe and try and find a really cool, nice relaxing Euro camp to settle in for a week. And the last time we did it a few weeks back, in April, we went to the Netherlands and we was there for 11 days. We did 3 different holiday parks with Eurocamp and 6 different theme parks in that time, and it was a lot of moving about, a lot of packing, unpacking, getting in the car, driving, filming. A lot of sort of stuff was going on in that 11 days, so it was a busy time. So I think what we've decided to do in August is to try and find somewhere for a week where we don't have to sort of holiday park hop. We stay put in one place for a week, and where we can just chill out on the site itself and sit by the pool, go for a little wander around. So we're in the process now of sort of deciding which Eurocamp we want to go to, whether we go to France or Netherlands again, or somewhere different. So now we're walking up the steps to the sort of viewing area, and you get some really good views of the whole of Scarborough, but from the other side. Started the video at Oliver's Mount, which I'll try and show you when we get up here. We'll end the video at this side, so bookended by amazing views of Scarborough opposite ends. A lot of flies about. It's weird because it's a Monday, it's not a fly day. It's not a fly day. That's the reception I usually get when I tell dad jokes. So I think this is the first spot where you get a really good view, and then we'll head up to the next bit as well. This is the little wrought iron gates, look. And we'll head up to the next bit where we'll close the video. We will close it. It's been an awesome day just walking in, especially the sort of part of Scarborough that not a lot of people experience. Well, I say that, probably locals and regular visitors do all the time, but I think people who don't know the area, come for a visit from further afield, probably don't know anything about the other end. So it's nice for me to go and see that as well and show you guys. I might take a minute at the top, get my breath back. As I say, still not great with breath. Much better than I was. Haven't had to stop yet. There we go, we've made it to the top. And this is the view of Scarborough from the other side. And if you look, the highest point, just at the top of that hill there, you can see Oliver's Mount, where we started the video. You can see the memorial just at the top. There's like 2 taller structures on that hill there, and it's the smaller one on the far right hand side. That's Oliver's Mount. So we saw views of Scarborough from that point, looking this way, and now we're looking from the castle back toward Oliver's Mount. So we've done the whole bay, the whole south bay of Scarborough. We will do the north bay on another visit. I'll show you the open air theatre, Peazone Park, and the different views of the Sea Life Centre from up there as well. And the old abandoned amusement park, the ruins of that are up there as well. So that will be another day. I might pop back in a week or two and do that side. It's just I'm not going to have time to do that today. But that will be a North Bay tour as well. Hopefully when it's weather like this. Bright sunshine, blue sky, super hot, super nice, awesome day. That's where we was just stood there. I've just come down this little bit. I'm just going to go up these steps just to show you the walk along the side of the castle. I'm not going to go on the walk. I'm just going to try and get up to the top of these steps so I can show you just how many steps it is to get to the top. It is quite a few. But it is quite a nice walk, I think. I think this is the way you go. Yeah, you go that way. You can go up there, but I don't think that leads to anything. Up the steps there. Looks overgrown and sort of difficult to navigate, but that's the walkway. And because it's all overgrown on the left hand side, I don't think you get an awful lot of views over Scarborough anymore, but you used to. But that's the way you'd walk, and you'd end up going toward the castle entrance. If you walk that way for about 10 minutes, I believe, 5-10 minutes, all the way along that front dedicated walkway, and it brings you out at the entrance to the castle where you can pay to enter, and it also brings you out at the church where Anne Bronte is buried. You can go see Anne Bronte's grave. We have been to have a look at that once, and that's just at the other side of that walkway there. So I'll head down and I'll show you the views from there, and we'll finish it. Sweating. And there you go, look. I don't think there was a better spot to start the video. Up at Oliver's Mount up there. Sorry, I'm sniffing because my nose is running because we've been doing a lot of steps. But I don't think there's a much better place to start the tour than up there at Oliver's Mount, and I don't think there's a better place to end the tour here at the Castle Walk on the cliff here, on the hilltop. Look at that view. Look at that. Okay, so I think that concludes the video, guys. That's it from the castle at Scarborough. So if you enjoyed the video, please do pop a like on it. If you've got any comments, any questions or queries about Scarborough, please do pop them in the comments down below. Let me know in the comments down below if you've been before, if you've never been before, and it's somewhere that you are interested in coming. Let me know your experiences and your thoughts of Scarborough, and do consider subscribing to the channel for a lot more content like this. As I say, I will be back in Scarborough to do a North Bay tour, and then we will be coming back in the summer as well to do a full sort of walk around to see the difference. I'm also planning to do a lot of other seaside towns as well in East Yorkshire, Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, and maybe Lincolnshire and further afield, so we'll see. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do pop a like on it. Thank you so much for watching, and from the awesome view of Scarborough here on the castle, I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much, and have a great day. See you later. Goodbye.